Hi, how's it going? Others have already pulled apart the Yoshino cells, and it's pretty obvious that there is at least some liquid electrolyte in there. But I'm still going to take one apart, and I'm also going to compare it to a lithium iron phosphate cell. While you watch me do that, I just wanted to clarify a few things. First of all, I got a little heated at the end of the last video. It was unscripted, and after dealing with other shady companies making false claims in the past, I was a bit riled up. Technically, Yoshino may not be intentionally lying about the batteries being solid state. According to the SDS for the cells they use, the cells do contain some liquid organic solvents. For most people, I think that would make them clearly fall into the category of hybrid or semi-solid state. But solid-state batteries in general are a new thing, and there is some muddiness to the terminology people use. And I think Yoshino is actually contributing to that. If these cells use a solid electrolyte, but with some liquid electrolyte mixed in to aid in contact between the components, Yoshino may feel justified in calling them solid state. Personally, I feel the terms hybrid or semi-solid state make more sense, especially since that distinction is already out there. And failing to be specific about this feels intentional because their marketing lists a lot of the same aspirational claims hyped about fully solid-state batteries. Also, they stopped responding to my emails after I asked if their cells would be considered semi-solid state, given that even they list organic solvents in the graphic on their website. Interestingly, I've seen some comments since then that say that they've actually seen ads where Yoshino called their batteries a hybrid, which makes it even more strange that they didn't reply to my question. Either way, I don't like their marketing. I think at best it's set up in a way that will lead people to specific, not quite accurate conclusions. If I search for generic articles on the potential future benefits of fully solid-state batteries, I find almost the exact claims that Yoshino makes about their batteries, like 2.5 times the energy density, up to twice the watt-hours per kilogram, faster charging, much safer, etc. But their current cells do contain some liquid electrolyte and are currently quite similar to other batteries in terms of watt-hours per kilogram, charge times, and, seemingly, in terms of safety as well. And that's fine. Hybrid or semi-solid state batteries are an interesting option. I just wish they were more open about that in their advertising. I don't know that this should be a torches and pitchforks situation or anything like that. I recommended against buying them simply because I'm getting sick of companies getting away with claiming whatever they want with no pushback. I'm really not trying to make people mad at Yoshino. I'd rather people just push for clarity so everyone knows what's what and what they are getting when they spend their money. And that's true when any company makes questionable claims. We should try to call it out whenever it happens and hold companies' feet to the fire if they try to dance around the truth. There seems to be a ton of confusion and disagreement when it comes to solid-state battery technology right now, including arguments about what it even means to be solid-state or the fact that most solid-state batteries are still lithium-ion batteries, which they are. I apologize for any part I may have played in contributing to this confusion. In my last video, I may have said that the battery wasn't solid-state but just lithium-ion. But what I really meant was a standard lithium-ion, not a solid-state one. I didn't mean to imply that solid-state batteries couldn't still be a lithium-ion battery. Most solid-state batteries are still lithium-ion batteries. But most sources seem to draw the distinction that if a battery still has small amounts of liquid electrolyte added in order to make the manufacturing process work, or in order to make the batteries themselves work reliably, then they would be considered a semi-solid state or a hybrid. Either way, all of this stuff is pretty new, and even among experts, I imagine there still isn't a full consensus of terms and definitions, which is all the more reason for companies to be open and clear and to define terms so that the public can know what they're getting. As for catching fire, I admittedly caused some pretty extreme damage to the Yoshino cell, firing 2 broadhead arrows through it before it had a thermal runaway. And any battery, even a fully solid-state battery, contains a lot of energy. If released the wrong way, such as through a short circuit, a lot of heat can be generated. So it's technically possible that even a fully solid-state battery, if shorted out badly enough, could get hot enough to melt or catch fire, or catch things around it on fire. That's just the reality of the physics of putting that much energy into a small package. And if the internals of a battery short out and literally heat to the melting point, chemical reactions can get pretty messy. So merely damaging a battery to the point that it catches fire doesn't inherently prove that a cell isn't solid state. But there are certain proposed solid-state battery technologies that should at least avoid the sudden catastrophic thermal runaway potential. Some proposed styles of solid-state batteries could short out and get really hot, maybe even hot enough to, like I said, literally melt and catch things around them on fire. But they shouldn't have the sudden, rapid, fiery, gas-venting thermal runaway that we are used to seeing with the lithium-ion batteries. And with their talk of safety testing and claiming their batteries are, quote, much safer than standard lithium-ion batteries, Yoshino is trying to conjure up this idea. But even if their battery is a hybrid or semi-solid state, it still has nickel-cobalt-manganese electrodes and at least some flammable liquid solvent in the electrolyte. They even claim on their website that they are nickel-cobalt-manganese batteries. Sure, it takes a bit to set them off, but once going, if anything, they seem more reactive than a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is what most portable power stations already use. If a battery has a flammable electrolyte and reactive electrode materials, it's going to be susceptible to sudden, catastrophic thermal runaway. And that sure seems to be what happened to the Yoshino cell I shot. And the SDS confirms that Yoshino's cells contain roughly 5 to 6% liquid solvents, which are listed as being extremely flammable on their own safety data sheets. Yoshino's batteries may be safer than a standard NMC battery with a fully liquid electrolyte, but I think it's disingenuous to make a blanket claim that it's much safer than all other lithium-ion batteries on the market. Keep in mind, I've literally used a AA battery shorted across a hastily constructed filament to start a fire. So a battery containing orders of magnitude more energy than a AA is obviously capable of serious destruction if all of that energy is released in the wrong way. And with the push for future solid-state batteries to be ever more energy dense, the capacity to create huge amounts of heat when things go wrong is definitely there, even with something like a lithium metal fully solid-state battery. But in that case, it's hopefully going to happen only from things like a serious internal short circuit that causes the battery to turn all of its stored electrical energy into heat, and not from the sudden, rapid, runaway chemical reaction that vents gas and fire. Obviously, there's plenty more to learn about various solid-state battery configurations and their specific properties. And considering I've been told, matter-of-fact, multiple contradictory supposed properties of solid-state batteries in the comments of my previous video, I think it's clear that the subject of solid-state batteries isn't completely straightforward or simple. With all of that said, I think Yoshino should reevaluate their marketing claims. Semi-solid-state batteries could be interesting, and I think the whole situation and the confusion from all sides is a great indicator that we need companies like Yoshino to set an example with clearly defined terms and definitions, and clear data about their cells. All it would have taken is for them to say something like, yeah, they have a bit of a liquid electrolyte to aid the contact between the solid electrolyte and the anode and cathode. They're technically a hybrid and they still use reactive materials, but we call it solid state because they have a partially solid electrolyte and it's more stable than a standard all-liquid electrolyte. This makes it higher in energy density than a lithium iron phosphate while being nearly as safe. If they'd said something like that, the arguments about whether or not their batteries were solid state wouldn't have happened. Okay, let's be honest, it's the internet. Arguing would still happen, but it would reduce it a lot. Or at least slightly. Probably. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.